Okay, so, there's no one here. So I need to clear my throat right there. There's, no one here. There's like no one even here. Okay. Yep, I cracked my knuckles. Still no replies, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go silent for about like 2 minutes probably. Okay, still nobody here. Okay then. Well, no, just nobody's casually just like nobody's even here. Like, come on. I mean, there's like nobody here. Sorry, my voice was like roughed up. Sorry for my voice was roughed up because just a month ago. Okay. Okay, like, no, there's like nothing here. Okay. We'll just make a community post. I mean, yeah, this is like a recent post. Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, this game was literally Sonic Frontiers in was. Yep. Yep. Listen to the music. Okay, let me just make a post. No, these are still. Okay, well, nobody's here. Let's play some games. Like, I'll just probably play some games for like a little while. I mean, it's been like, well, I mean, like, this is like a thousand times. Right. Yeah, I just like I played Sonic Speed Simulator. Kill overall. Oh, that's a pretty update right there. Okay. New skin. Next pizza man. New skins. Well, nobody's here. Yeah, it was just a place of games for like a little bit of while. So yeah, I'm gonna play some games for a little while. And yes, I'll be quiet for the most part. I'll just be putting on. I'll be putting my microphone on like silent mode. Here. Oh god, that's a freaking fat dude. That's a freaking fat. That's a freaking fat dude right there, bro. That's a freaking fat. You know this. Oh jeez. Oh god. Okay, jeez. Look at me, guys. Look at me. I mean, the bacon there's like. I mean, this is like a normal. Picture. Like the bacon here. My god, the bacon here is literally the best thing. I mean, this is, I guess it kind of looks like a bacon. I mean, oh jeez, this guy, the created game. I don't know what I'm saying. Nope. Oh, bro, is just like fat. He's literally fat, bro. Like, he's literally this fat. No, do the Harlem Shake, bro. No, absolutely not. Plus, that bum view is literally this right here. He's just standing. What? Eat. What? Like, can I move? Oh god, the game is glitching. Okay, I mean, let me just leave out of here. Let's just leave. Project Frontier. Oh god. Project Frontier. I mean, yeah, it's been like pretty much a while. I mean, spooky month. I mean, the spooky month isn't dead. I mean, spooky month was like, well, I mean, Halloween's like last month. I mean, December was like, well, 11 months ago. I mean, 2022, yeah. Pretty good year for me, even though the fact that, well, Shadow, also known as Ron here. Yes, I know his real name. Also, first of all, in real life, I do also wear glasses. Like, it's kind of like a coincidence because, well, I mean, it's kind of like a coincidence because the fact that Tanya also mentions that she also wears glasses. So we got 3 glasses people, literally. Although, yeah. I mean, even though I'm not like fat, even though nobody, I mean, in school, in school, someone literally just calls me fat, even though I'm not. Like, I'm literally not fat. You serious? I am not fat. I mean, in real life, I am not fat. I am not fat, bro. I am not fat. I am not even fat, bro. I am not fat. You heard me? I am not fat in real life, bro. I am not fat. This version may still contain bugs and glitches. Okay. Yeah, this is like my Roblox avatar. This is like what my Roblox avatar looks like. Oh, that's pretty doing great right there. Literally. Click the character name to learn about their abilities. Sonic EXE. Yeah, just like 27, 28. Oh my god, damn. Oh, yeah. What? Hey. Okay, it's fine, loaded up. The map is pretty much loaded up. Next DXCs. Oh god, I'm literally the last row. I'm the last row of DXCs. Okay. Okay. Sully, Shadow, Rouge. Everyone else. Oh god, Tiger. Of course he would be in the front. Because he's like, well, creepy. Oh, wait, what? 4 people? I mean, that's kind of. I mean, even though, well, Shadow Ozzy literally has like 1,000 subscribers. Well, maybe 1,000 subscribers, but I'm looking at like 500 subscribers, like literally, like 500 subscribers. Finally loaded up. Thank God to load it up. Okay, I'm literally hearing things. Okay, I'm like literally, I'm hearing. I'm hearing things. Really some. Oh, okay. This is something here. Okay, there's like a lot of people here. 5. Oh jeez. Okay, there's like 5 people. See 2. Oh jeez. I know the creepy ones. Oh jeez. Maybe I need to lower that the volume a little bit. There we go. Shoot! 6 people! Oh my! Oh my! Oh jeez. Bro, what's up, bro? This version is still containing glitches. I can see why this. Yeah, it's pretty glitchy. may literally have something to do. Click on the character. Yeah, this is pretty glitchy. Blue face on my face, blue smiling. What are you doing? I think you're supposed to. Oh, jeez, my network died. Come on. Oh, come on, my network literally died. Come on. Okay, this is something problematic. Okay, my network just literally died right there, almost. My network almost died. I think my network almost died. I don't know what the heck just happened there. It was okay. Bro, dead. What? Yes, I am dead. Like, my network almost died right there. Literally, my network died. Okay, what the... Hey, people, here we go. I mean, I wonder if like there's gonna be 500 people literally watching this stream. Let's play the Sonic Speed Simulators. It's yeah, Golden Vector skin. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get the Golden Vector skin. Let's get them. Let's get them. Let's get the Golden Vector skin. Here we go. Let's get the Golden Vector skin. Let's go. Okay, then it's taking time to load up. What the? What do you mean by what the? What do you mean by that? Literally, what do you mean by what the? Like, what do you mean by that? Okay. My network is literally dying. Come on. Okay, let's just leave the game. Come on, let's just leave the game. Okay, jeez. Why do I have like a lot of notifications coming here and there? Like, come on. Like, why are there a lot of notifications literally showing up? Let's play Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Let's go. Let's go. Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Oh, that's Super Silver. That's freaking Super Silver right there, man. That's Super Silver right there. If I might add, that's Super Silver. Okay, it's currently loading. Yep. A new version of the game is available. Improved. Okay, let me just update the game first of all. You just did the game. Yeah, I just cracked my knuckles. Yeah, let's update the game. Oh, okay, that's Mommy Knuckles. Oh, yeah, that's Mommy Knuckles. I mean, love how he has like the Egyptian type outfit. Also, his gloves. I love how his knuckles, the spikes on his knuckles are literally pyramids. Okay, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, this is like pretty much like that, but I mean, I'm literally so close to unlocking Shadow. I mean, this is like a lot of things. This is literally something to be real on here. This is like the event. There are literally events in the game. Like, literally. There's like a lot of events. Okay. Literally, there's, no comments on what the heck just happened. How much property damage does Sonic cause a City Escape? Oh jeez, that's gonna be pretty problematic. How much property damage? That's his damage right there. How much property damage does Sonic...
Welcome to Chowmix. As we all know, Sonic's got a need for speed. But today, we're telling...
He's got... Oh jeez. He just need to pay his taxes.
Chowmix. As we all know, Sonic...
Of course Sonic won't pay his taxes because he's just a free hedgehog. He just wants to see the world. Yep.
Sonic's got a need for speed, but today we're tallying up a need for reparations. Because if this guy thinks he can just waltz in wherever he pleases and start breaking things, he's got another thing coming. Quite frankly, he can't keep getting away with this.
You can't keep getting away with it!
That's right, we're putting on our detective hats and calculating the damage this stinky blue rat has caused. And not in just any level, we're hitting the streets of one of the most iconic levels in all of video game history. One that Sonic busts up so bad that even as a kid made me go, wait, is this even legal? City Escape. So join me today as we attempt to figure out how much property damage does Sonic cause in City Escape. This video is made possible by today's sponsor, the ramen game changer, Imi. After a long day of vandalizing the streets of San Francisco, there's nothing better than a refreshing bowl of ramen. Listen, I studied abroad in Japan back in 2016.
Property damage!
City Escape, a classic level loved by not only Sonic fans, but just video game fans in general. This level is so iconic with its awesome music and constant downward slopes letting the player maintain such a high level of speed. City Escape, if you couldn't tell, is based off of San Francisco, California. And exactly because of that, I think we're able to relate to the destruction a little bit more. It definitely hits home more when Sonic is causing mayhem in an area that looks like where you might get your coffee. One of the reasons why this level is so iconic, though, has to be how over the top it is. Sonic just runs through, toppling cars, smashing crates, and breaking robots without a zero, but... loved by not only Sonic fans, but just video game fans in general. This level is so iconic with its awesome music and constant downward slopes letting the player maintain such a high level of speed. City Escape, if you couldn't tell, is based off of San Francisco, California. And exactly because of that, I think we're able to relate to the destruction a little bit more. It definitely hits home more when Sonic is causing mayhem in an area that looks like where you might get your coffee. One of the reasons why this level is so iconic, though, has to be how over the top it is. Sonic just runs through, toppling cars, smashing crates, and breaking robots without a single fear for the well-being of anyone or anything. Not even one. This game tries to tell you that Sonic is a hero, but, like, is he really? Would a good guy really do something? Yeah, good luck explaining with your insurance company how a blue hedgehog in red sneakers was the cause of your car. How much money does Sonic owe the city in damages? So how exactly are we going to gauge this? Well, I played through City Escape probably like 20. Sure, there's going to be some weird exceptions with some special rules, but we'll cross those bridges when we come to them. So let's start off by determining what exactly is destroyable in City Escape and how much do they cost each. The most obvious and frequent thing, these are some of the biggest factors into the spectacle of this level after all. As soon as he hits the ground and begins his descent down these slopes, these things topple over at the slightest touch in a huge domino effect, essentially making an avalanche of cars.
Yeah, well, legends of cars.
On what exactly Sonic can and can't break. Like anything of this nature, there's gonna be some weird exceptions with some special rules, but we'll cross those bridges when we come to them. So let's start off by determining what exactly is destroyable in City Escape and how much do they cost each. The most obvious and frequent thing that Sonic thrashes as he rolls around at the speed of sound has to be the numerous cars on the street. These are some of the biggest factors into the spectacle of this level after all. As soon as he hits the ground and begins his descent down these slopes, these things topple over at the slightest touch in a huge domino effect, essentially making an avalanche of cars. So how do we know how much each vehicle is worth? Well, we'll first need to match each one to a real-world counterpart and adjust for inflation given that this game was made in 2001. Because the textures for these cars, and almost every texture in this game for that matter, are photographs taken from real life. So we know these cars are based off of real cars. Cars appear throughout the entirety of this level, but if you pay close attention, because these car models get reused throughout. I was able to count a total of 6 unique ones. A yellow taxi, a blue SUV, a red minivan, a white sedan, a black luxury sedan, and a light blue hatchback. So I guess what are their real-world counterparts and how much did they cost at the time? Well, here's what I was able to find after a lot of digging. Let's start with the taxi. The nearest match I found was the Ford Crown Victoria. The taillights were a dead giveaway. Something from the late 90s specifically, but I couldn't pinpoint the exact year. By the way, if I can't figure out the exact year, I'm just gonna guess it's from like 98 for convenience sake. Like how I'm gonna do with this one. The starting sticker price for one of these bad boys was $21,725, or $40,374.53 adjusted for inflation. Damn, inflation's a bitch. Next, we have this blue SUV. They tried smearing the logo on this one, but I'm almost positive this is a 1998 Honda CR-V. And after some quick research and some quick maths, we can calculate that this would be $34,836.33 in current day money. This red minivan was incredibly difficult to track down, probably the hardest on this entire list. I'm actually convinced this isn't a real car, rather an amalgamation of different car aspects. But my best guess is that this most resembles a 1996 Ford Aerostar. This would have retailed at $39,671.05 today. This white sedan was also kind of difficult. I tried looking at the logo for clues, and to me it looks like the Toyota logo. So I looked up Toyota sedans from the late 90s and found the closest match was the 98 Toyota Camry, making this $38,031.04 a pop in today's money. Next we have this black luxury sedan. The logo on the back was kind of a dead giveaway to being an Acura. So after researching some of their models from the late 90s, I came across the Acura Legend. I mean, look at the texture placement right above the taillights, it's almost exact. This one's gonna be $41,635. Oh, that's 2001 money? Yikes. Adjusting for inflation, this car is a whopping $77,376. Yeah, better think twice about how recklessly you skate down the streets from now on. And finally, we have the light blue hatchback. This was actually a pretty easy one to find. I'm pretty dang sure this is a 1992 Honda Civic DX hatchback. Like, look at this picture, it's literally the exact same car. These would be $21,460.15 today. If you think I got any of these vehicles wrong or have a better guess on what some of them might be, please let me know in the comments below. I am by no means a car guy. Oh yeah, we have one more quote-unquote vehicle that appears on the streets that can be destroyed. It's not exactly a car though. I'm of course talking about the giant cable car that appears at the end of the streetboarding section of City Escape. I had to do a ton of research for this, but apparently a 16-seat cable car like this would run for roughly $300,000. Ouch. So now that we've identified each car and its price, we run into our first issue. You see, there are two types of cars that can be destroyed in City Escape. The stationary cars that are parked along the sides of the street that luckily have no randomization and are the exact same every run through of the level, and then the dynamic cars that spawn in and actually move along the streets. These cars can theoretically spawn in an infinite number of times, and I don't think it's fair to, count that towards our total. So I guess what we'll do is take the average number of these cars that we see during a regular run through of City Escape and assume we can hit 80% of them since these guys can hide behind invisible walls to protect themselves from the deranged blue rat. We'll calculate this number later. Another set of items Sonic is able to destroy are these crates, whether they be made of wood, metal, or chow. Oh god. Sonic is canonically 3'3". And if we have him standing next to this crate, we can see that it's approximately double his height, so 6'6" or 78 inches. A quick Google search tells me that something this size goes for about $300 each. These metal crates are a different story though. I'm gonna guess these are made of aluminum because it's a common type of metal used for stuff like this. It's also pretty lightweight and resistant to rusting. These crates would be about $890 each.
Yep.
Now, these chow crates make the exact same noise when they're broken as the metal crates, so I'm gonna assume that they're the exact same type of material. Because of the cooler design for these, I'm gonna go on a whim and say that they're a little bit more expensive for that fact alone. Let's say $1,000 each. Another item I found in City Escape that you can destroy, kind of, are these tires you can find laying around the level. The reason I say kind of is because they respawn. See, these tires can be thrown into these bottomless pits, which may as well count towards being destroyed. However, they respawn after about 3 seconds, so in order to avoid infinitely tallying these things, I'm gonna say we'll only count each unique wheel as long as you're able to bring it to a bottomless pit to be destroyed. The average cost of a tire is allegedly $100 according to Google, so let's go with that. The final set of breakable objects that I want to factor in are the gun mechs. I really struggled coming up with costs for a lot of these because 1, there's no real-world equivalents for most of these, and 2, some of the tech doesn't even exist in real life. So I turned to ChatGPT and explained my situation. I asked it to calculate the cost to mass-produce the 6 gun enemies found in City Escape. Keep in mind, these are mass-produced and funded by the government, so this will of course be factored into the cost. First is the Gun Hunter, a bipedal robot with one arm as a cannon that can fire some sort of bullet to attack Sonic. They're able to rotate and aim up and down with their arm cannon to precisely lock onto Sonic's location. According to ChatGPT, this would require an advanced AI, locomotion, and an integrated weapon system, making their total cost $750,000 per unit. The Gun Beetle hovers in the air, and most of the ones specifically in City Escape are stationary and don't really have any weapons to fight back. Still, the cost of hovering capabilities would make these guys decently expensive. These would apparently be around $150,000 per unit. There is a variation of the Gun Beetle that has a gun attachment though. It's able to lock onto Sonic's location, so it's a bit more advanced than the original Gun Beetle on top of having offensive capabilities. This one's gonna be a bit more expensive, coming in at $250,000. There's also a variation of the Gun Beetle that can emit an electromagnetic shield to protect itself. This isn't going to be a cheap add-on. Electromagnetic properties apparently make this as expensive as $750,000. Next, the Spring Beetles, which function exactly like the Gun Beetles but have a spring on their heads that Sonic can jump on. They're way more compact, which implies they have less tech, but these added springs aren't exactly cheap. These ones would go for around $100,000. And finally, the Golden Gun Beetle. Exactly the same as the Gun Beetles, but can teleport and is made of solid gold. ChatGPT had a hard time thinking of how to put a price on teleportation since it doesn't exist in the real world. But after asking really nicely, it pulled a number out of its ass so big that I had to do a double take. $62,100,000. And Gunner throwing these things out at Sonic and Friends just like that? This is what our tax dollars are going to? And that's everything breakable in City Escape. Oh, I almost forgot. Before we even get into this level, Sonic rips a big old chunk of this gun helicopter's wing to skate down the streets of San Francisco with. This is obviously military grade, so it's gonna run a bit more to replace this. I'm gonna guess around $15,000. Yeah, that's one expensive skateboard. Okay, that's everything breakable in City Escape. So now that we determined what exactly is breakable in City Escape and how much they all cost, now we can figure out how much we can break. Well, from my 2 hours spent in City Escape testing everything, I'll tell you this much. I was able to destroy every single car. Well, except for this very first taxi behind this invisible wall at the very beginning of the level. You see, most of the cars on the street you can just run into and destroy. And if you end up missing one, you can brute force your way back up with the street board and try again. But you may notice that there's more cars beyond these invisible walls that we can't get to. Well, that's what it may seem like at first. You see, you're actually able to go back into this initial streetboarding section on foot with a well-timed super bounce. And on foot, it's actually possible to destroy these cars that are out of bounds, either by charging up the lightspeed attack and hitting them with the particles if they're close enough.
Okay, so nobody is responding yet, so yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right here. Goodbye.